Hello, we should be live. It says we are. I will notify the lands. Go. And yeah, hello. We are back today for some more Supernova. We did not end up finishing up that other LTA, which I mean, it kind of finished today because I think Misty just ends up forfeiting. We'll give an official result on that. However, we still have this LTA E, which will be happening very shortly here. We have four runners, two per nation, in fact, which interesting coincidence. Um, we have for France, we have Sunnerd and Kudo, and for the US, we have Happy Dude and Renew. So, yeah, bring in the prediction. Yes. Before we begin, I guess I'll just ask kind of everyone, how they're feeling. Are they nervous? Are they excited? What are what
I'm
are
You know,
we
we'll see.
thinking?
good.
We'll see what happens. 16 star, anything can
For
happen.
sure.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll go well. Maybe it won't.
What's
We'll
the
kind of see.
what's the MU to N64 handicap again?
It'll be around 8 seconds. For the meantime of the LTA, they won't be factored in. However, afterwards, they'll be like checked
Okay,
later. Yeah,
like if it's close enough.
yeah. But it's around like 8 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, I've actually never done like a proper LTA kind of thing, so this will be cool.
Let's see. Yeah, just as a reminder, 2 hours to do your runs from when the countdown ends, which I will do. Any run you start during the timer, you're allowed to finish after. The timer's for resetting, right? Um, and yeah, the top two times by the end will qualify into the next round. So unless anyone isn't ready, I think we could begin, I think.
Let me just make
I'm
sure
ready.
auto split's working real quick. Checking if it's working. All right, auto split's working. I'm ready.
Kudo said ready. Turn is also ready.
I'm ready.
All right. With that, I will do a countdown. So we will officially begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck.
Look,
Geo.
Here we go. Welcome back. Let's pop in the music. All right, there's the music. Now, here is another LTA. What do I have to think of as LTA? This LTA is relatively high level. Actually, I would say the runners are pretty high level. And it does really show kind of the progression. Like the PBs, they do kind of show like the progression of the players that the LTA just done, because we have Kudo and Rinu, which qualified through another LTA through the round 1, right? Rinu won LTA A, I'm pretty sure, and Kudo got second in like LTA B or something. And we have Happy Dude and Sundered, which are the two top PBs in this LTA, because they dropped down from the round of 16. They managed to win a match and then they dropped down. Now, what exactly do I remember what the matches were? I remember Sundered lost to Soda. Yeah, it was one of those 2-1 upsets, if I remember correctly. And now, Happy Dude. How did bro lose? I really don't remember. Damn it. But a very solid set of LBOJs to start things. In fact, we had a reset from Happy Dude earlier than that, yeah. Happy Dude lost to Spanner, yeah. Okay, makes sense. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Happy Dude against Spanner was now that I remember it, it was actually quite a good match. to be honest, they were really synced. But on both scenarios, Happy Dude did not manage to take it, and now we're here in the LTAs, which is more friendly, of course. But as it's more friendly globally, that means that the times to get will undeniably be quite a bit tough. The times to qualify so far, I mean, in the first round, I'm pretty sure they've all been within 16 1x, however, or lower, depending on the LTA. However, here in the round, because of Mystics Forfeit, the qualification time will be around 16:28 for the other LTA. It was around 16:29, which Mickey, I put 99% chance of going through. That's Mystic randomly changes their mind within these 2 hours. So yeah, I'll be interested to see who wins the France v US match combo, because like, not gonna lie, France in this tournament has been tough for them. This tournament has not been very nice to the French. Everyone, they had like a lot of players, but they all lost before. None of them made it to the open bracket, to the main bracket quarterfinals. Sundered and Bonova were the only ones who won initially, and then they both lost in the next round. What happened to the video? What? My music. My music's lagging, bruh. What do you mean my music's lagging? Bruh, okay. Lagging music dropped. Come on. What is this nonsense? Let's do that. Okay. Anyhow, we're back. We will just now see our first run heading into the realms of basement. However, 2 of them kind of at the same time. Kudo's going to go to basement first, and Renu's going to join very nearby. So we won't focus on a player for now. In my personal prediction is that this LTA will probably, I think, come out swinging. I'm not gonna lie. I think especially runners like Sundered and Happy Dude, I have seen great runs arriving from them in race environments. Sundered has already claimed a 15, not in an LTA, you know, in the first race, where Sundered did perform really well against Kinosura, which by the way was in chat. Hello. So I believe it'll be very possible for Sundered to pull those times off here at some point today. And I think Happy Dude can also do such runs, such 15 potential 15 pace runs. Renu, I'm pretty sure got like a 15:59, right, in the first race. No. Oh no, wait, no, that was someone else. No, that was Mickey. Sorry, I keep getting confused. There's a lot of LTAs happening. Either way, Kudo qualified a second in the LTA with Mickey in it, beating out Badian by 6 seconds, and Mickey, no, and Mickey won that LTA. But Renu managed to get first on the LTA with Bizarre with a 16:16. That was the technically lower quality LTA in terms of qualification. In the first round, it was the one that was the easiest to qualify from. So got one decent run, immediately goes on break. That's fine, there's more than enough time to worry about. I have no why is the happy dude frame rate my problem, or what is going on? Why is this like okay there? No, I don't know what. I'm so confused. I guess I'll just wait it out. I don't know. Happy to stream sometimes seems to be running at an inconsistent frame rate. Either way, Rinu and Kudo continue to play at pretty much equal speeds right now, which are pretty good speeds to start offing. Kino saying son of indeed. Kinosura, sadly, technically, I think if you were to put standing specific, I think Kino does because of the said loser bracket forfeit be 36th out of 36 players, which, oh well. Someone's got to be last. Either way, still, both these runs from Kudo and Rinu to start off things are very good, especially for no reset shenanigans. It's also pretty much last. Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, yeah, technically everyone who lost on the same round is the same, like, placement, so it would be like 24th to 36th or something like that. However, if you want to be specific and go which one performed better within getting eliminated, then technically Kinozura would be 36 for being, like, not submitting a time at all. Kudo so far being faster than Renew in this no reset battle that they've got going on. The two runners who arrived here from losers round one, you know, trying to make a run. And Kudo with the Red Bull ad, so you know, it gives you wings. Let's hope good things are happening over there. Okay, nice. Immediately see a successful box jump, so stuff did go well. Happy Dude's run here, by the way. I've not really mentioned it at all, but it's been fine. Like, it's not been like incredible. This SSL leaves a bit to be desired. I'm not gonna lie. If both Kudo and Rinu can complete these runs and submit such competitive times so early, that would be like monumental for the happenings. Like the two sort of not unexpected runners coming in hot with competitive times, and now Sarah and Happy would need to beat. I think that would be a huge deal. Kudo exits at 10:43. Renu gonna do that very shortly as well. Got boarded, which slowed him down, but 10:50 is not bad at all. Both of these runs can achieve a low 16 time, if not 15 with P gameplay potential. Technically, Kudos by 0.2. If you match every gold, could do it. Kudo struggling. Nope. Oh my. Alright, Kudo manages to find Mips, and in fact, in that time, Renu gets it immediately. I didn't even notice. And there we go. They're both in. Renu with a very slight lead thanks to quite a damn good Mip split. While Kudo struggles a bit more. They are both very evened out here. Renu and Kudo. Neither of them doing any sort of form of chip cup, which makes sense. Yeah, this is quite an interesting beginning. One goes for fronts up, one goes for backs up. Let's see. It does not pay off for Kudo. No, it doesn't. Jumps off, I think a bit too far to the right. And clips, you know, trying to ledge grab on the side of the ship. Takes quite a bit to make sure that's set up, but at least does manage to get it. The Kudo time loss ramping up significantly, where Renu continues on the same pace, not really losing much time at all. Gonna be trying to get the cycle here. Kudo gets the pole glitch. Renu gonna be missing the cycle, sadly, which is gonna cost them boatloads of time. In the grand scheme of things, Kudo could pick up this lead in the accidental race again, to be honest. Yeah, your draw. Yeah, I was wondering if that was me, but I was like, why would Happy Do Stream be the one that, like, specifically one of them is at a lower frame rate? But no, I guess it's just. Look, to be fair, it's dropping frames consistently. Alright? We can still see the gameplay, so it's not too bad. Okay, Kudo and Renu are pretty much tied at this point. Like, at the gold from Kudo on the. Okay, how are they? Oh, bro, they're just tied. What in the world? The only thing that separates them are when they started the run, which is like around a second-ish before the other. Fair enough. Yeah, the good thing about at least when you drop frame consistently, you know, the gameplay's still very watchable. Okay, time to see the BOJs. Let's see if they can save anything. Still some quite good time to be made up for both of these runners. They can still achieve good times, but Kudo's movement has just been sloppy all the way around from the key to the exiting. But Renu BOJs instantly. That's very, very nice. Kudo needs to try to pull that off as well. Does not quite manage it on the first try. Renu on the second stair. Kudo manages to catch her now. Renu catches, but let's go. Still gets blessed with the opportunity to go to Sky. Losing a bit of time on the BOJ split, but not too much. This could still be quite a competitive time. Kudo on a struggling run, at least gets to 70. BOJ much quicker. Overall behind. Both of these times are looking like they might be decent. Depends all on what happens in Sky. Oh, Kudo falling out the stage. Tries the triple jump from the difficult angle. Reno going for standing left, getting it. Very nice. Kudo decides to commit to this run already so far and might as well spend another minute doing it. You've got over 100 of those. To left, Reno just got goombed. Oh my lord, the Goomba. The sad part is ready to dodge the Goomba. They just ran back into it. Moving left for Kudo. Gets it. The Goomba. You always have to be worried. It's always kind of there. Kudo barely dodging it, in fact. Bro in chat. It's definitely been around 10 minutes by now. Starting to not yet back. That's the first throw. Landed smoothly for Kudo. Second throw. These are some nice throws, to be fair. Let's see if the third one will hold up. Oh, it will. Alright. Not too bad. Kudo will be finishing up the first run on the board. Commits to it. Despite the late death. And less than desirable end game. However, gonna lock that away at a 16:53. The first time on the board. At least, of course, for the time being, will be first. I might just write it down. 16:53. For this, I do this. Then copy that. I do this. Okay. Okay, this is always something that I support. I support finishing a run. That's my take. I think finishing a run is good because look, for at least 15 minutes now, Kudo's first. Think about it. Like, yeah, sure, the run is unlikely to make it to the end, but at least for the time being, you're there. You know, you're matching the pace, which is any pace. So yeah, Kudo good to be first for the time being. Taking the throne with that 16:53, although better times are probably desired. We saw that, by the way, just around a few minutes ago, around 2 minutes ago. Came back to running after the short break. We will see if Sunward will be able to impose that 15:12 PB. You know, PB, like, it's the fastest PB in this LTA, but quite a margin because of the fact that Sunward arrives in here as an upset. You know, a runner that got upset in the main races by Soda. So very curious to see it. Of course, the LTA environment is very different to runs or any other environment. I'd say it's all very unique. It's more similar to main runs, but it's main runs with a bit of stake to it. Which of course ramps up the pressure. Both happy students would hope, pretty much anyone in this LTA would hope to be able to defeat that 16:53 at some point. You presume it'd be possible. They've all shown it capable for. Every runner has shown capable of defeating that time. So that's why I am considering that time quite temporary. I don't believe that has much chance of staying on that yellow number for long. On the yellow part of the podium. Although I may be wrong. Who knows? Sonard missed texture setup. Oh damn. Goes for the back up, misses the wall kick, misses the camera angle. Oh my. That's not how you want to go back. Significant time loss on that one. Turner gets it now. And we'll be heading into basement once more. Attempting to get a run on the board here first properly. Let's see if it'll go well. That first initial run from Sunner did end up to, as I'm pretty sure, missed Pillarless and then bailed into the break. They're back here. Let's see how it goes. Ground pounding, taking jumps. And there we go, that's a nice Pillarless. 4D runner. Which, fun fact, the finalist of Supernova. Indeed, there was a Supernova tournament before this one. This is not the only Supernova tournament. There was a first one, and Sunner did make it all the way to the finals of that tournament before in an intense best of 5 losing out to Kinematics. I'll mention it here. Gotta be mentioned once every time Sunner plays. You're gonna be trying to repeat that placement. There's a long way to go. This is step 1. Or I guess technically step 2, because you know that was the main bracket. This is step 1 of the losers bracket road. Sunner into Lethal Lavaland. Amadou stream, by the way, continuing to lag out a bit. A little sad. Also, apparently playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Don't think that's correct. Sunner's going to continue to be solid. Renew. I see him in Pillarless. They didn't work out there that time. Side hop for Sunner. The setup works out very nicely. This is all going well since Womps for Sunner. It's not bad at all. Almost even quitting there. It hovered over, went to continue, and then hovered over, quit for a second, but saved it. Lava boost, success. Ooh, from Sunner. Ooh, I think at this point Kobe Say is on a proper run, which by the way, both Howdy and Renu do just get Peerless around at the same time. So the US runners are also heating up here in Shifting Sandland. Only the bully left to do for Sunner, who takes the long jump. Does the common mistake. It's a mistake that happens a lot with all runners. Just miss input, pressing one before the other, and instead long jumping all the way to bullies. Losing a very slight amount of time. Not too bad. Into Hazy Maze Cave on good pace, for sure. Not bad at all. Here's Sundered. Of course, it's definitely 1653 pace. Like a minute faster than 1653 pace. So if that is the initial goal, that's not bad at all. Renu having some troubles with the side hop. Yeah, in fact, it's just not working out for him over there in the bottom right corner of the screen. Maybe this time. Yep. All right. Good. Successful this time around. And Kudo also heading into basement. We have all runs in basement. Isn't that exciting? Everyone is somewhere relevant. The upslide for Sundered. Gonna be a successful one. This run has all been mostly clean. I'm not gonna lie. It's all been working out pretty damn well. That's the final finish line. Time out of HMC. Yeah, in fact, very, very good HMC. Gold. Yeah, I mean, it was that. I don't think it was that nice. Fair enough. 16. Yeah, saving 10 seconds on the 16 time that set out on the splits. 10:35 exit. It's not bad at all. It's competitive for sure. Let's see if Sunder can close it out in this end game. The MIPS grab is fast and it's precise. The dirty door also very fast, not bonking, not doing nothing. Good MIPS for sure. Kudo resetting. Happy Dude kind of struggling, I'd say, a little bit in the Volcano and Rinnu in HMC right now. Started about heading to in there for the fronts up. Things are going very well for quite a few minutes now. Will they continue to do so here? They will. Really nice fronts up. Remember, no lag on emulator, of course. So that does save significant amounts of time. You'll see how the fire seas go in the prospect of an interesting run that, however, does not dare to get Polish. How is that possible? Glitched, Mario glitched out and everything, like he dropped the grab, but did not do the thing. No cycle for Sunder in this scenario. That is a sad time loss there for sure. Both Happy Dude and Rinnu are on pretty evened out runs. I think they're gonna end up quite similar. Like, so far they're on quite similar times, just Happy Dude is 30 seconds behind. Rinnu leaving at about an 11 time out of HMC. Not bad at all, for sure. Competitive. Happy Dude might, yeah, it'll be around that time, I believe, if this start goes well. The boulders make sure it won't. The boulders are really not helping Happy Dude out here on this one. Not at all. 11:08 exit, which is still not bad at all. Can close it out on a low 16 for sure. A low 16s, we have seen there may be enough to get past this round, depending on the match. However, Sunder's not looking to do that. Sunder's looking for 15s out of his run. If the BLJs and Sky are happy, this run is definitely on set to do that. Sunder's BLJs, I'd say, usually pretty solid. This one, very late on, manages to save it. It was looking like it wasn't going to be, but this time it surprisingly enough was. Very well played. Secondary BOJ. Very right facing. Needs to not clip into anywhere. Manages to get there. Misses the entrance. Bruh. Okay. Here we go. This is on pace for some good stuff. Iskin 15 with a good sky. Skies, however, good skies are honestly somewhat of a rare occurrence in this type of scenario. The pressure is very high. It's the highest at any point in the run. It's definitely here. At least when 16 is concerned. Rubber categories, the main pressure point are usually some different moments. Moving right for Sunnard. Very nice, very smooth. Really good. This guy having... Oh. Ledge grabbing the Goomba. Almost got him. The dive, in fact, killed the Goomba from the back. Which, no, it's not actually a thing I've seen before. I think. That's quite a rare way to do it. Let's see how the throws go. Can Sunnard close this out with a 16? It's possible with good throws. That one misses. What? Oh my god, that one misses by this absolute slightest of margins. I have seen worse looking throws that have landed, I'm not gonna lie. That one also, that one reaches the bomb, missing the re-grab. Already second time getting hit. Oh, and missing that one as well. That one was more, what a slightly more clear miss. Two missed throws here for Sunnard. Needs to get it now. Oh, does it? Dude, Sunnard, what are you doing? Why are you throwing? What is this nonsense? Okay, that will be it. 3 missed throws. In Sunnard's time, it was looking really good, but it's now dropped down to reality, kind of. $16.29. Let's bring it back to global feed because Renu is up there into Sky. And Habidu's into BOJs. They'll both be in Sky at the same time, theoretically. Sorry, Sun is second right now. I'll need to update that. But I will right after these 2 runs are closed out and we know what their times are like. Renu really struggling to get back up after falling. Habidu trying to get this initial BOJ, it doesn't work. Renu going for the standing left. We saw it last time. Works there. Does not go for the triple jump. Wasn't really going to work. Too far down. The Goomba, which destroyed him last time. This time destroyed nobody. And in throws we are for Renu. Well, Habidude has also managed to get up there on, I'd say, a bit, worse time than Renu by around 20 seconds. However, Renu getting burned by the initial flame of Bowser. True boss battle. Gets the first throw here, Renu. Habidude gonna go for a moving left. Gonna get it. Renu getting hit again, but gets the second throw. Can't afford one more of those. Gets it. There. There we go. That's gonna close it out. On, I believe, slower time than Sunnard, yeah. By a small margin, but Renu's gonna be second. For now, of course. Handicap applied later. That was like 16:32, if I recall correctly. Which I may not. That was a very quick reset. Alright, we did miss the throw. I'll update the standings very shortly with the correct placement. As soon as Habidu's wrapped up. Missing a second throw. Bye bye. Missing a third. Missing the again. Oh no. Bowser throws Bowser has been a little bit of a disaster. Scam throws indeed. Throws have not been playing nice to any runners, at least so far within the first half hour. The third one is an immediate hit thanks to the speed at which it was thrown. Manages to bounce off the falling platform. And it will finish a bit slower than Kudo. In fact, into 17 territory. Because of all those missed throws. 17:05. So yeah, every runner within a very similar time has managed to take in and submit a run. I'll now need to properly place them. So Sunner's first for the time being. So get this. While Kudo would be third, right? So Kudo goes here. Gotta restart stream. Alright, go for it. There will be 4. And Renault will be second. Alright, there we go. That's been sorted out. Renault's most likely going to be first. However, yeah, for the time, yeah, if these were the submitted times, Renault would be most likely in first. However, for the time being, handicaps are only applied after the fact. So for the time being, Sunner's first. Yeah. If after the fact, if the runs were to finish out like this, it is very likely that Renault would end up taking the top spot. But for the current sake, we just go with whatever time is the time. I started practicing throws. I can see why. Did the stream restart? I didn't even see it restart. Hold on, let me refresh this Twitch just to make sure. Okay, sure. But yeah, it only took around 40 minutes. Usually there's always that one runner. Yeah, negative 0.4. I mean, in general, I guess the deal with goals is that you don't notice them too much because they're just so clean. It's like complete cleanliness. Every runner. You know, usually this is the thing I noticed on LTOs. Usually there's always that one runner that either really struggling or really wants that perfect run. So it resets a lot more. Here, it seems that all runners were satisfied with a pretty good run, which of course ended up all of them slightly worse than originally intended because of BOJs and Sky not playing nice to honestly any of Standard Renew and Happy, dude. The golden by 0.4 at that level is pretty impressive. I'm not gonna lie. There's some new strats directly. Seems like the Happy Dude feed has not really improved. To be honest. Both Kudo and Rinu are once again about to head into basement at the same time. Kind of, which is interesting. That's the second time that has happened. These two just like racing, accidentally. I don't know what to say. Kudo is behind because the run started later. Nice pillarless from Kudo though, while Rinu's bomb seems to explode. Sunder's back from practice session, by the way. Sunder very quickly did a rundown of the mistakes from the run. and quickly did a practice, which it in my opinion seems to be. I think it's a respectable move. I think it's probably the correct decision, just to make sure you've not got any doubts into the next runs. Renu gets it this time. With pillarless. It's interesting to see how, for example, how like Sonard and Happy Dude are comparing two straight times, like a 17 and a 16. Kudo and Rini are now comparing to their previous race time. So Kudo's comparing to that 16:53, and Rinu is comparing to that 16:32. Which is just an interesting behavior. What? Wait. What did I just see Happy to doing? What? What was that? How did that happen? How did bro end up there? How did Happy Dude end up there? What was that wild blue? Huh? I mean, I guess if you like do it. Okay, interesting. Both Kudo and Renu continue to be in their runs. Well, Sonard's also joining them in basement lands. Trying to fix the frame drop. And I don't know why, like, it's so consistent as well. It's kind of like a constant thing. And then sometimes it buffers. Sonard pillarless, by the way. Oh, dying. Never mind. Shouldn't have brought attention to it. My bad. Kudo into HMC. This time, Sonard seems to have it down. Indeed. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you're allowed to lead the Discord call. And there we go. That's the noise. We're leaving a Discord call. Reno getting boss jump. Nice. Yet again, a lot of runs getting far. This just seems to be the type of runner we see today. You know, instead of the reset a lot, but get good run, we get a lot of the get run far, end up okay type of runner. Which is very respectable. We get to see a lot of basement Mario occurring. Like, honestly, maybe majority of the Mario yet, like, so far has been in basement. Has the Happy Dude any updated? I have no idea. I believe this. I don't know. Started to miss the red, I'm pretty sure. Okay, the exit time for Kudo is actually really good. Wait a minute. 10:31. Oh my. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Rina will be matching that with a 10:34. in their accidental race. Kudo's managed to pick up the lead again. Oh, well. There goes my video stream. Wait, please. Okay, it's back, maybe. Kudo gets Mips clip. Seem to be in pretty good pace. Oh, really nice. On the 30 door as well. Rinu also seems to be doing it quite well. These two are not skipping a beat right now, although Rinu can't quite get past the 30-star door so quickly. And they're in. Dire Docks. Well, Sunnard is in lethal. Lavalan has had quite a bit of mistakes this run. However, at the end of the day, the time is still good. The mistakes, they're not like terrifying. They're all pretty fine. They're all acceptable mistakes. To beat out that 1629, who currently sits around first or second. I thought maybe it won't for long, because Renu and Kudo yet again, they're cooking. Both of them on honestly potential PB pace if it like does really well. Let's see. Kuda got the side, I'm pretty sure. Not sure if Renu's getting it. I think so. Yeah, it will. Not bad at all. Sander struggling on the box. I'm trying to this thing. Okay, third choice strat. Plan C coming in for Sander. The slowest possible strat. Like music in the background that I was paying attention to. I like the other room. So I'm going for it. That GTM gets it. Not bad at all. You could tell Kudo switched the comparison to PB. Oh my. Yeah, it's around, what is that, 2 seconds? Oh my. It can. It's gotta be really good, but it technically can. Renu's not quite as much. The BOJ needs to be godlike, and oh my god, that one was almost. That one got completely scammed. That one might make it through the door with good speed conservation. There we go. Alright, no PB for Kudo. Got completely robbed when you're getting through the door. Thunder just taking that reset. Wasn't too satisfied with how the run was panning out. I can see it. Kudo struggling on this staircase as well. BOJ's hurt him a lot. Renu's in fact catched up in their accidental race. Alright, definitely ahead now. The BOJ's for anywhere. Not too bad. They're not incredible. They're not too bad. Let's see. Last time they were racing, both of them unable to finish faster than a 16:53. Let's see if that will change here. Kudo going for that moving left, landing it. Very nice. Reno goes for standing, as we have seen. Doesn't believe that, but gets it. Kudo. Getting there. Renu knocking it. Oh my god, that is risky. Alright, Kudo's in throws. Reno's about to be in throws. Unless a Goomba, though. The Goombas made sure to stay very far away this time. Okay, let's see. 2 combined sets of throws at the same time. At almost the halfway point. Kudo gets the first one. Alright, not bad, not bad. Don't think this can 15 any longer. Unless I'm wrong. Renu misses the first throw. Kudo gets it. No, I can't. But that is a very strong time there from Kudo. It really, really is. It was fighting PB until BOJs. It's barely not going to reach into 15 territory, but it's going to reach into a 16-03. Oh my, that is quite solid. Ridden just having, by the way, an absolute nightmare. In these throws, missing another one. Oh my god. No, this doesn't even beat the 1632 now. No, this actually, yeah, Renu will not be improving with this run, which is sad to say. Renu's time stays at its previous point. Renu resets. But yeah, Kudo now in that winning seat with a really good time. Kudo has been honestly kind of on fire right now. I'm not gonna lie, getting some good pace runs. Renu has also been cooking. Like, Renu and Kudo are bringing the heat. If you consider handicaps right now, they are both qualifying. They'd be probably qualifying. Sunnard is currently in a temporary second, but with handicaps, Renu probably goes through. Like, almost certainly. Unless something weird happens. So, like, so Sunnard needs to start ever so slightly improving that time, and Happy Dude also needs to get that run. Happy Dude's the runner who's yet to get cooking that much. Out of all runners, Happy Dude's the one that's cooked the least. I have to say it. The lag cranes probably aren't helping, but been happening. Sunnard falling out of the plank. That 1603 is a statement. Especially when you consider that emulator runners are just kind of disadvantaged in these LTAs. Like, the 8-second handicap on a race is usually fine. On an LTA, I'd say it matters more because it's like the times are optimized as they are. That a handicap usually does come into play more during an LTA. So yeah, setting that 1603 on N64 against when two of the runners in the LTA are emulator runners means that they need to pull through at least 1550s to be able to properly and certainly ensure, like 1550 or lower or something, to properly ensure that they're not making it. I think it would need to be like maybe a 1555 might make it. That would need a retime. 1554 or lower to be able to take you off the podium. And of course, to be eliminated, both of them would need to do it, or Renu would need to do it. Renu, which I mean, like, I've not really brought him up in this discussion, but Renu definitely has been cooking today. Has gotten some good opportunities into the late game. So, at least from the current way that things are looking, to be fair, Renu does have a chance of potentially pulling through if the storm keeps going. In this extra hour, Renu definitely got a chance. Okay, let's go lock in a little bit more on this run from Happy Dude. I'm not really sure what's going on here. I've not paid extreme attention. SSL seemed to have been slightly problematic. The comparison point is pretty friendly, in fact. It's like a... It's around a 17, which is around the time Happy Dude got, to be fair, in that one finished run. This is apparently on pace to be around a 1050, 10.5x exit, which is acceptable for sure. With a good finish, it can take down second place, Sunner. Not try and box jump again. Happy Dude getting towed. Rennie, by the way, is also going to be heading into base again. So yeah, early game has not really been a problem for Rennie. Has stayed there for a very low amount of time. Box jump for Happy Dude. It's not playing nice. There we go. This time is the one. Rennie's gonna do pillarless. Throws away the bomb immediately. Only one more star to get here. We're Happy Dude. Boulder. Not been playing nice Boulder RNG. I'd say it's played a pretty big factor. In general, that HMC is positive. But yeah, as I said, around a 10.5x. Yeah, 1050 exactly was the time. Dude, I think Sundered has got the golds up. I can't read it from here, but it's something. The Mimps clip, not bad at all. Stage RTAs. I've been cooking. Wasn't there a stage RTA league or something? Does that happen? I don't know. I don't keep up with the leagues. I'm gonna be very Renu struggling quite a bit in red coins. The classic thing, get burned, then none of the pieces go your way. Good poke glitch here. From Happy Dude. Not bad at all, not bad. The runner whose stream is consistently running at 50 frames per second, to be honest. Sad to say, but yeah. We don't complain here though. We don't complain. You can see the Mario-ish movement. That means it's more than okay. And by the way, we have just hit the halfway point of this LTA, and goddamn, there have been runs. There have been a lot of runs for the first hour. I believe this is the LTA with the most total amount of completed runs, because all of them have finished a run, and I'm pretty sure Kudo's finished 2. So that's 5 runs. Renu could have also finished another one. Could have also had that improvement, so it was almost 6. So like, there's a lot of runs to finish in this LTA. And so far, after the initial hour, Kudo stands in front of them all. Happy Dude going to be heading into the backwards long jumps. Both Renew and Sunnerd are also in basement. Happy Dude struggling on the first one, on the first try. On the second try, gets that BOJ, no problem. Alrighty, it's the second set of staircases. And that one will be taken down, no problem. There we go. Kudos save. It's Weber, a good sky with no missed throws, no nothing, no skedaddling. Can bring Sunner down. But Happy Dude in a qualifying position. However, it has to be good. There really is not much, I'd say, room for error here. Let's see. Moving left. Very nice, very nice. Very well done. Yo, the best. You got a 15, right? I like Reddit or something. Happy Dude throws time. Let's see if they work out. That'll be one. Alright. That's good, that's good. That's two. A third. And that'll be second place, but it needs to land. Oh, and that won't do it. That won't quite. But it's the third throw. It is the fastest one. Might still have some... There might be a light at the end of the tunnel, but missed the re-grab. And there we go. Gets it now. That might be fine. I think that's fine. Yeah. Gets away with it. I think. Right? Yeah. Gets away with it. 16-25. Happy Dude manages to clutch up a second place, which is not bad at all. So I'll put that in there. In the meantime, what is Renew up to? Because Renew is another one of those runs. No, 15-25, Jesus. Sorry, 16. This one for Renew is another one, by the way. Renew continues to get run. 50 PV for half. No way. I'll just update the standings. This is just the best way I can do it. Okay. Alright. Here we go. Renew has been sent down, knocking all the way to the 4th position without counting, you know, handicaps, in which case Renew would be, dude, maybe second. Right? Maybe. That it would truly need some proper retiming, I think. But I'm pretty sure Renew might still get away with it at the end of the road. Because, like, that's like 7 seconds. So, this is what I mean when saying that it is truly a mean handicap when it comes to LTAs. But it is what it is. Meanwhile, already the 2 French runners are continuing in. They're both in HMC. Sunner screwed up the C up slide there, managing to survive it. Time to look at the Renew BOJs. Another run, which if it goes well, has the opportunity to improve the time, get certain second. I mean, maybe even searching first, to be honest, if it's like really good. Let's see. Backwards long jumps have been a little bit of an issue. Oh! Don't say. No, my God. No, not like that. You can see Mario through the door. Oh, come on. Okay, that might make it. That should do it at some point. There you go. Now we're just taking a break. Dude, this is... Needs to get this within the relatively soon time frame, and it's just not happening. There it is. A little bit too late. Has about a singular second to gain. If Rinu can play an absolute best. No, doesn't even try. Fair enough. I'll quickly bring it up for global, only for a little bit, because yeah, Kudo's 1042. Sutter lost quite a bit of time to front sub. However, it can still definitely 15. Gets the pull glitch this time. Kudo's struggling a little bit. Let's go focus a bit here on Sun Nerd to see what's happening exactly. Oh god, these titles are all messed up. Sun Nerd taking 2 burns, not the fastest way to do it. There we go. Not much health going by, but slowly but surely getting into the thing, the teleporting device, where you get sent to the Bowser Arena. It is a really weird thing. It's like a pipe, but it's like 4 circles. Ooh, Kuda gonna be resetting that after a missed run sub. Either way, not looking good. Remember, of course, Kudo has the toughest time to beat with that 16:03. There really isn't that much time to lose. Sonar Trevor is interested in breaking down the number 16. Breaking that minute barrier in this LTA. It all needs to go down well, especially BOJ's. Let's see if Sonor's got him this time around. It's late, but yeah. That was the case for the last 100 run as well. It's late, but yes. Here we go. 70 door. Oh, struggling. Gets it there. With some time to spare. Good sky and short. Could take not unofficial first. Probably not proper first. But at least unofficial first. Depends on how exactly fast this goes. The right is good. Although the movement after was a little bit sloppy. There's the triple jump. Not quite gonna work out. That is the worst possible wall kick for that scenario. Goes really wide. The dive doesn't work. Sloppy movement all throughout. But Sunder still enters Bowser with the prospect of taking Halfway Dude's recently earned title. With one throw. Two throws, yep, 2 throws. And 3. Oh my god. That almost fell. Raise and set. It says it's a 1602. Let's see if that's true. I don't know about it. I mean, it might be. It's kind of that time frame. Okay, it's, oh my god, it's 04. Incorrect. It's 04. Dived into the store. Okay. Kudos confused. Accidental throwing. Maybe a little bit. Maybe Kudo, you know, sending money over to Sunnerd, cause to keep that first place, to keep that temporary first, because I mean, like, I don't know. I don't want to start up the conspiracy, but that felt pretty suspicious to me. Top of the emu board, can't grab final star. Yep. For real. Either way, whether that was 1601 or 1604, Sunnerd would be either would be first. Like, even if Sunnerd managed to grab the start, it would be first for technicality. With retimes, it would, with like handicaps added onto it at the end, Kudo would emerge with the faster time. So Sunnerd just slowing down a little bit, not giving us too much to worry. The only thing it does is make Rinu, if Rinu can get a really good time, it doesn't need to be as good to take over. By the way, Renu in basement some more. How's Renu always in basement? Has Renu ever screwed up lobby? I swear Renu's literally always in basement. I don't... Sunnerd back to the same scenario of after getting a run, practice what was wrong, which is truly an interesting approach. I've not seen anyone else go for that approach. Okay, I believe it's a good one. I'm not gonna lie. I see the vision. Just interesting. Not going for the run, taking the breather after that new best time. There's just about 45 minutes remaining in this LTA. Currently, the French are out on top. Currently, France is having a successful day. America is... This is like a historic match, I guess? I'm not too good with history. I'm not gonna lie. I thought... Wait, weren't America and France like friends? I thought, right? It was like the revolution. It was like against the UK or something. I don't know, dude. I might be terribly wrong. With the type of conversations that come up when there's not much running going on. But you know what's always going on is Renu in basement. I don't know how this always happens, but we're back here. Renu, the runner, in either fourth or third. Currently fourth. Is technically, you know, out of everyone here, is the runner you would least expect to be able to break into the top two. Lava boost split. Yeah, I'm sure those are. Yeah, I'm sure those are for BBs, and just didn't rename it. But either way, I mean, like for example, Rene's PBs are 1550. You already need to play quite close to that to be able to take it. I mean, to be able to take first, for example, from Kuda, you would already need to play within around like 10 seconds of PB, which is, you know, that's a complicated thing to achieve. Yeah, some people can do it, like Kuda, for example, just did, you know, when they got that 1603, which was pretty much, which was 2 seconds behind PB for all the way until BLJs. Yeah, really breaking the box, not bothering. As usual, it makes sense. The time to achieve is quite low. Needs to be like probably like a 1610 right now to be able to properly be able to take down Sundered with handicap. So like, yeah, it's something. If that makes sense. Who got the PB recently? I think Renews had it for a bit. Kuda got a PB like right now. No, not like right now, but like a few days ago. If that's who you mean. Happy dude, let's see how it goes. By the way, interesting decision, by the way. Happy dude has switched the comparison from 17 to 16. And now that's the time we're going up again. Did get the of a pillarless. Yeah, Kuda got it like 2 days ago, right? Yeah, because sent it in the general chat of the Discord. So yeah, Kuda's kind of locking in. Kuda, which in fact, as has already, no matter what happens from this point on, you never know. Certain and Happy Dude are always capable of pulling through times. But in general, Kuda has already performed better than the round one. Round one, Kuda qualified with a 1610. This is already 1603. This is faster. Renu has not quite been able to capture that 1616, which will won him LTA. Although, of course, there has been many, the potential to do that. It's just not really worked out with the end game, with the proper end, with the skies and the BOJs. It was just not let him properly attack for that time. And then there's Sun and Happy, which is weird. I mean, their current times are kind of like somewhat weird because you would think in an LTA you'd do better than a race, but Sundered has done better than a 1604 in a race, and Happy Dude has done better than a 1625 in a race. Both of these two runners in their main bracket have done times better than that, which is truly like kind of a weird detail to think about, but it does happen. Yeah, they can both still definitely go for it. Like, Sundered and Happy Dude first and second, or like second and first, that top two is still possible. It's complicated, especially because Kuda got such a good time, where again, like, you need like, at least 1550 kind of to be able to properly beat Kudo without any asterisk. So like because of the emulator, so yeah, it needs to be good. Kudo has definitely done about as well as you could expect. It's up to Sundered and Happy to deliver. Yeah, Happy is cooking. The base one has been very clean. Like no, like yeah, it just all worked. The frame rate seems to be slightly better. It seems to have improved with the passage of time. The whole dropped frames fiasco. Nice box jump. And into Toad. By the way, just because I find it funny, I'm just gonna point out every time Renu gets to basement. Renu's in basement again. Yeah, Renu's consistent at the early game. I'm not gonna lie. It's quite solid. But either way, emergency exit, triple jump with the dive, no problem. 120 star runner. Fair enough. With 120, I guess you do need sort of like a baseline of consistency that's a little higher because there's just more time to fill. However, usually it's a baseline of consistency on different stuff, so like you wouldn't expect it to punch out so much in 16. Ooh, the boulder. Somehow catching Happy Dude off guard. We'll be closing it out at 10:31 into which is fast. That is very nice. Yeah, that's very nice. What is this streamception that's going on? Where someone in our chat we see the other chat and then we go to the other chat to mention the other chat to mention the other chat that is this chat. This is what happens when you have chat on screen, guys. Oh, Hammy, the clipping is delaying. Oh no, ran too far. Bad reaction time. Okay, there we go. Took a bit. Chip clip landed so much, was so good that the stream started dropping frames. Chip so good the stream dropped frame for a second. This run losing a little bit of time. Yeah, losing a bit of time on the MIPS. But that was, we knew that. In general, if this run, good pull glitch, managed to be closed out, yeah, I think the last half hour becomes a much different type of game. There we go. Cycle landed with no issues whatsoever. And no lag reduction necessary, because that's how the emulator vibe goes. Turner's struggling a little bit on the pillars, better. Of course, if this run works, Sunner's the one who's getting bopped. Mainly, Kuda would go to second, but would still be fine. Sunner's the one he would be out of the qualifying range, which would be a surprising result, I'd say. if that were to truly happen. And here we go. It's time for the backward long jumps. Will they be nice? Will they not be nice? Backward long jumps have not had a tendency to be nice today in general to the runners. I'm happy he's not got in there too many times, so we'll see how it goes here. With very 15 pace. This has got the pace for great things. Will it happen though? Will Happy be able to cook? The answer is yes on the first. Oh my. Absolute sweetie level. To be honest. Here's the upper staircase. How will it be? It'll take a bit, and let's go of the backwards long jump. Was going, and it's not going very right face in this one, but you lost quite a bit of time, but there's still the potential to be quite good, but it needs to be very good if it wants to take first. If it wants to take first with no bells and whistles, this needs to be a dang good sky. Oh no, falling off, not quite getting the jump. Okay. Slight time loss only. Not too bad. It'll be moving left, and it'll be a successful scenario. Not bad at all. Alright, welcome to throws. Once more, Will Happy Dude be able to get all these throws and at least regain top 2? Let's find out. Oh, getting hit by Bowser. Still managing to grab him. Thanks to the way that hitbox works. Go watch Panic Quick. That's 1, 2. Alright. The final moment. Does that make it? Oh no, it doesn't. Oh, it's so close. Oh, it's so close. Gets it there. Improving all the time. Not quite. Dethroning Sundered by 2 seconds. Sundered gets to chill there. And half an hour to go again. And in fact, I need to remind them that there's half an hour remaining. So hold on, let me go like do that. I need to remind who's on VC because I didn't do that at 1 hour because there are runs happening. They're like, when there's a run that's like really far, I'll usually try to not distract them by reminding. But these runs are like, they're far but not too far. In the meantime, some are dying. Oh no. That's not good. So, which I mean, we have seen how risky that time is. Alright. To everyone in this voice chat, you have half an hour left to do resets. Okay, good luck. There we go. That's a reminder. So, the scenario here is a very interesting one. Everybody, I would say, is still in the running. Renew's the one that's the most sort of questionable. Would need quite a large pop-off. It has been a thing Renew has definitely done before. However, Renew has had those opportunities. I think Renew's in it. I think Renew can. It needs to be true gameplay, true really good, but it's possible. Kudo, which by the way is on quite a good run right now. In fact, still in fact even alive to take down that 1603. So well played. And of course Sunnard, who by just kind of having so many fast strats and stuff, even when mistakes happen, Sunnard's kind of like, man, is on 15 pace kind of just a lot of the time. Just because Sunnard just naturally kind of a bit faster at so many things. Kudo missing the MIPS grab, taking the reset. There wasn't enough time to lose. Kudo, who's pretty much just needing to go for PB at this point. There isn't much else to aim for. So let's see exactly what Sunnard's doing. Starting on a run that's on 15 pace barely. It's had some mistakes. A def in HMC. I believe some issues in the shifting sandline portion as well. But in general, it lives on just barely. Should be worth continuing. That front sub's really nice. Sunnard, who is currently qualifying by the fact of one missed throw, and Happy Dude's end is the thing that's saving Sunnard right now. Because now Happy Dude needs to find another run. At least. Oh no, the first. Oh, the cycle. Missing it. That one does hurt. That's a weird angle for Mario. What is this? I don't like that, but managing to make it work. The time left is ticking. This is one high level LTA. Just like the previous one, to be honest, the one that we had yesterday, where, you know, just to remind, the LTA that we had yesterday, for right until the last run where Bazaar improved it, it was 1628, 1629, 1630. Those were the top 3 times. And currently it's 1603, 1604, 1606, which is really, really close. Either way, can Sunnard get these BOJs? They have worked out semi-nicely. Mystic seems to not be playing. Just kind of didn't feel like it. So that'll probably be the final result. Oh, Sunnard. No, don't this time. There's so little time to lose because the BOJ split is so Yo, should be back. We had a slight technical malfunction. Yeah, my PC has a random kind of, I don't know what the what it is. It has a random probability of dying. The timer's back. I'll figure out what time it was because to be honest, I don't remember how much time was left. It was like 22 something minutes. So um, yo, hello. Um, timer reset. Schedule 2 extra hours. Dude, how long was it? It was like 20 something minutes, right? Or was it already at 20 minutes? I wasn't at the 19s yet. It was like 22 or something. I think it. Okay, how about this? I'm gonna just give them 25. Oh, wait. Whoops. Whoops. Hold on. I keep doing that. Yeah, welcome to technical difficulty the stream. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I'll just give them 25. They'll get a little bit of extra time. I'm sure they appreciate it. I don't think they mind. Magic Theory, we started a little bit early. I'm sure we're fine to get away with it. Where the music was also at like this point. Either way, where were we? What was happening? Good question. Um, Sonnet was into BLJs. They weren't really working out. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, there was kind of we saw right when I crashed that the BLJ didn't work the first time. I'm not 1000% sure if it worked the second, but either way, it took a bit too long. So yeah, nobody too deep in a run. The deepest in a run is Kudo, so I think we can go focus in on that. Oh wait, yeah, the stundings are completely dead because those didn't save. Oh, nice. Okay, that's fun. Thank you, OBS, for saving. I guess thank you for saving anything at all, but like, okay, Guido had the 1603. Yep. Okay, Guido had the 1603. Started had the 1604. I had the 1606. And Reno had the 1632. If I remember correctly. Okay. There you go. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there's something with my computer that it's perfectly good, but it'll randomly just freeze. Just completely crash. It doesn't like blue screen or anything. It just dies, and then I need to turn it off and on. But yeah, that is like surprisingly either the first or the second time this happened at this tournament, which is quite lucky considering the amount of matches I posted. But it'll happen from time to time. We have a command for it, but I honestly forgot what the name was. So whoops. It was like /@ It was like a crash or something. Exclamation mark crash or something. Or exclamation mark. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Either way, by the way, kudos cooking. I'm not gonna lie. This is just a really good from Kudo. Because, like, if you remember, Kudo was around 2 seconds behind PB in this run. So being 3 seconds ahead of that means that you're probably around on PB pace. It's like, it might be slightly behind, but it's kind of, it's in that range. So yeah, Kudo's absolutely cooking right now. Good bullet. Right a little bit, so the movement will be incredible to start, but that's like the most nitpicky thing I could ever say. Oh no, he didn't walk to the start properly. 840, that's pretty good. Let's see how it goes. Anyhow, the box jump goes well. Happy dude about to be entering basement. The pressure is kind of on Happy Dude more than it is on Renu for sure. Because like Renu, it would be a surprise. So Happy Dude can. That's the deal. And sometimes that's the toughest position to be in, right? When you know that you have a realistic chance. When you can, that's when the pressure's truly on. When like you can, when like it's possible, but it's not necessarily expected, then you can kind of go in with less like expectations. But Amadou can get that run, so to improve the 1606 at least. Either way, Kudo continuing to just being good. What's the overall exit time? It's under 10:30. It's 10:29, which is something. It's apparently faster than the Theory 1539, according to Kudo Splits. Kudo's life split, which has that listed. So yeah. As you can tell, this is good stuff, and that Mims was not bad either. Oh wow. Yep, that's not bad. That's good stuff. Let's see if Kudo's got what it takes to somehow close this run out. At this point, this is more of a PB pace run than anything. Saving even more time on the 1603, heading into Bowser in the Fire Sea. Needs to get the cycle 0. Looking possible from the looks of things, I think. Oh, that movement might not be movement. Oh, the DOS needs to get this. Okay, manages to live it out despite a little bit of lost momentum. I'd just like to point out, by the way, I think keep your eye also on I think Happy Dude's kind of cooking, isn't that? I'm mainly looking at Kudo because Kudo's absolutely cooking, but I think Happy Dude might be cooking there on the side as well. Because I see a lot of green there. The throw lands. And here we go. It's last time BOJs weren't super nice to Kudo, so it was not quite a PB pacer. As Kudo yet again switching to the PB splits, where Kudo is currently 0.3 behind the PB into the backwards long jump. So this is a proper, like, they can, but will it? Is Kudo gonna do legendary things? Gonna be the second player to ever PB during this tournament. Let's find out what Kudo can do. That BOJ is instantaneous. That's really good, but struggling to get the movement. The side flips, the time loss. Needs to get this pretty much instantaneously as well. There we go. It's possible? Question mark? PB is definitely possible. At least, definitely a timer room is possible with a good Sky, but with a great Sky, it can PB. PB pace by milliseconds, like, it needs to pretty much be gold bits to be able to personal best. This is pretty damn fast though. I'm not sure if it's gold faster. No, it's not. There we go. Not quite. Unless these throws are like extra fast, but I presume Kudo's Kudo's BOJ is already really good. So there we go, that's one. Anyhow, those are the throws. They were all really good. Clever say muted there. What is the finish time? 15:46. Yep. That is an absolutely lethal run. That is so good. Kudo almost beating PB, staying really close to it. And making first place even tougher, if not almost impossible to achieve for both Sundered and Happy Dude. And I mean, that's just a wild thing to say. Kudo's the one out here making the times happen. Kudo's the one dictating the game. Being first for like pretty much almost the entire duration of this LTA, to be honest, has been the player and has broken that 15 barrier. You know, has found a run into the 15s, which Sundered and Happy Dude have barely not done. Oh, why is Happy Dude that's so big? Jeez. It's because the resizing has also been cancelled when the PC crashed. Kudo has been cooking. Twelve minutes remaining. Sundered currently qualifying by 2 seconds. Bomb exploded on him. Over Happy Dude. Trying to consolidate it, because any improvement from Happy Dude, if Happy Dude can get that run, like that's that. Sunder's had tons of opportunities to get that 15 time, but they've all not worked out for him. Which is why the 1604 sits in second. Slightly fragile. It's funny because like it would not be. It looks closer than it is because Sunner missed the start. And if Sunner didn't miss that great start, the difference would be like 5 seconds. But now it's only 2 because of that happened. Kudo with almost 100% certainty. I'd say the likelihood of Kudo's qualification now is a solid 99. Like both Sunnerd and Happy Dude pulling through 15 threes within these 10 minutes. Nah, dude. It's a bit too difficult. I need to go tell them that there's 10 minutes left. Hold on. To everyone here, I would like to inform that there are 10 minutes remaining to do resets. So, good luck. Right, that's the reminder sent out in the Discord. I always think it's good to do, because just to be exact on the time, because, you know, Twitch, they've got delays, they don't know what the time is. Yeah, Kudo was definitely still at risk earlier of a potential double takeover if both Happy Dude and Sunner managed to lock in good runs, but with that has almost consolidated it all. Either way, that LLL does bring Sunner back in the game. I see if Sunner can finally you know, ensure one of these runs that start off so well. There's been quite a few of them, yeah. Sunner's had these chances. Reno, by the way, what is happening over there? Minus 18. Oh, damn. Let's see. Some more stars to get in HMC. See upslide. Nice. Sorry, I did gold HMC today. By 0.4. Earlier on in the run that Cern went on to lock down as a 1604. I believe the weird anomaly that I said before about them getting better times in races is especially not true. I don't think Happy Dude has gotten in those races that Happy Dude did. I don't think Happy Dude got a 1606. Sunner still, of course, did get 15s in races. I know that happened against Kino. Mips clip time. 10:28 is the leaving time. Out of the start grabbing portion of the run. Oh, wow, that is a really good jumping right into the position. Oh no, not quite on the second. Oh no, not again. That one's a bit slower for sure. Not bad at all though. It's not bad. It just could be better. Chip clip. There we go. Six minutes remaining on the clock. This is really not long at all. We're in that final portion. We really are. We're in the final stretch. Where if anyone's gonna get runs, it's gonna have to be these. Like, the likelihood of Sonnet being able to get another run on this pace within like the next run is just super improbable. So it's kind of gotta be now if Sonnet wants to try getting that 15 for today to potentially ensure his qualification as at least second. As Kudo has made that first unbelievably hard to get. Although Sunder still does definitely have that pace, actually. Like if Sunder gets a really good build, it's technically still possible because this is ultimate. Five minutes is all that's left on the reset clock. Sunder has just enough time to finish, just trying to get another one in. Actually. There we go. Rather has been landed. Renu losing a bit of time there, but by the way, Renu's exit is 10:32. Wow. Okay. I see you. I see you, Renu. Renu's coming in. Be very wary. But anyways, it's time for the moment. Will Sunder get backwards long jumps? There's quite a bit of time to work with this time. 29 seconds, in fact. Compared to the 16. So this is quite a damn pace. It needs to be good though. Especially if Renu's coming in like that. Over there. Let's see, backwards long jump. Yet again, it's on the second half, but gets it past. Gets it past. Second try. Second one. As usual, it takes a bit, but it gets there. There we go. It's Sunder time. Oh my. This can be fast. This can be quick. Triple jump done safely. Knows this is the final possible. This is one of, if not the final opportunity. This is either... It needs to be now. If Sunder wants to make sure nobody can take his throne in this LTA. The triple jump. This is a good sky, dude. Maybe one camera turned too little. Oh, wow. That was clean. That was clean. I don't know if Kudo is in danger. Maybe, actually. Hold on. Let's see. That's one. Yeah, Kudo might be. Oh, that's the second. There we go. Oh my lord. Yeah, you kind of... I keep forgetting how quick throws are. Quick throws, they just go like that. And there we go. It has happened. Kudo not going to be getting the benefit of a first place title just yet, because 15:26 is the Sunder time. The best time anyone's gotten, it might be this by a singular second, because Zumi's time was 15:27. That Zumi PB. Wait, hold on a second, because Renu was cooking something. I remember, because this was a 10:31 exit, a 10:32 HMC. So I'm curious of what is the pace on this, because this could. Oh my god, they still can actually. If Renu just locks in really, really hard, there's actually technically a chance. These needs to be literally perfect. The Renu's builds have not been perfect today. Would it be a time to get this proven? Nope. not this time. Nope. Sad to hear. Renu not gonna be quite. Not gonna be taking that top 2 away from Kuda. This is BOJ's play is not good enough. Yeah, it's quite slow. I'll give the final countdown to the run very shortly. Not like a countdown, but like proper deal. Renu goes for the reset. The absolute praying last move. You have 10 seconds left to do resets. And that's time. No more resets from this point on. Good luck. Here we go. That has happened. Sunder just reset. Okay. Nice. There we go. No more resets from this point onwards. So far, the French have absolutely locked in. The Renu has had some chances, but has never quite managed to get that low 16. No, yeah, no, yeah, I'll call it on time. Even if it's not, it's like whatever, 1 second. Like, okay, cool. Like, let's be nice. I think it doesn't really matter if you're like 3 seconds late. And Happy Dude, I wouldn't call it. It's not a disappointing performance. Happy Dude had some real opportunities, but like, it's definitely. It was possible to 15. However, especially now, I don't know how much. I mean, if Happy gets to 15, 14 right now. I mean, look, I'm watching. I'm seeing it. This does not look like 15, 14 cycle. Yeah, what if everybody just PB'd by like 10 seconds? Okay, Cerner's out. The Dark World movement. Cerner is currently out, most likely in first place. I mean, unless, like, no, like, what would even happen? That, it's first. There's the, come on, let's not beat around the bush. Cerner, you have one. Unless Happy Dude PB'd by 10 seconds. Which, I'm not feeling that too much. Right, everyone else has at least managed decently to get past. Yeah, you already said during the countdown, fair. That's why I do give it. Ooh, Kudo not managing. Single jump, wild blue. Minu's also about to enter it. Nice Owlus. Happy to gonna try salt. Gonna work. Okay. I see. Some gaming's going on. Kudos. Out. Pretty much. Yeah. Kudos done. Just gonna have to hope that no surprise takeover happens. Really screws up the salt. Doesn't work out. Here we go. Kudo safe. In most timelines, it would require something truly unbelievable from Happy Dude or Renu to from Happy Dude or Renu, because Happy Dude needs to get, you know, within like because of the emulator, needs to get quite a fast time. That nears PB, and Renu needs to actually PB. Oh, Renu didn't get the saw this time either. Has to try it. Oh, try. Oh, gee. Nope. It won't be. Renu won't be the one doing it. I'd say. Unless it's worse this time. Nope. Oh, well. That's gonna be a GG from Renu. Anyhow. Happy Dude is the last run to live on. Oh, Kudo managing it? Oh, yeah, I saw Kudo trying it. Oh, the bomb is gone. The bomb is gone. Just dying. Doesn't dare. GG. Really good gaming. I want to mute everyone. Hello to everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
So yeah, GG everybody. I'd say play really well
Gee.
today.
Very interesting rounds.
Yeah. Like even Renu, I like yeah, you ended up poor, but like you had many opportunities. You had some good chances.
Yeah.
You were like, I swear to God, you were always in basement. Do you ever reset in lobby? I swear.
I just played really consistently. Like I was just doing shig. So.
Yeah. Cause like
And
I
I
don't
was
know.
continuing like 10 seconds lost to Alice, so they weren't the best.
Yeah, GG. So yes, Sunnerd, you have won the LTA kind of I guess last second, you know, it's kind of the last run. I guess just how are you feeling? Sunnerd's mic is up. That might be.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it is. Okay.
So I had a lot of trouble during the run. I would say. I haven't played since the last game, but
Nice.
it went well at the end, and I finally got a good time, which is satisfying, I would say. So
Indeed.
yeah, it's great.
Yeah. GG. And also GG to Kudo for almost PBing twice today. Uh with that earlier 16, which was 2 seconds behind in the BOJs, and this one, which was almost doing it up until like the sky. Um, yeah, just really, just yeah, really well done. Um, and also, yep, GG to Happy Dude as well. You got very close to that second place spot multiple times. You know, you
Yeah.
almost yeah, you almost had that one if it wasn't that throw. You almost were gonna sit in that spot.
Yeah, that would have gotten me second, at least temporarily.
Yeah,
But Sundered gamed after that.
yeah.
I actually had a run after that that was best face ever out of LLL, which was very surprising.
Ah, yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, I'm happy with my time, even if I didn't win. You guys played really well, so GG.
Yeah, I think the average time of this one I think is the lowest of any OTA yet. Cause there have been a few where like in the first round where 15, 27, 50, 37 where it was the Zumi Raisin, but then the rest were like 16:30, so like 16:30, 16:40. So like yeah, I think this is probably the best average time
Yeah, it was
from the
very
OTA.
good.
Yep.
But yeah, in the future, so Sunard and Kudo, you guys will actually be moving on to the same next LTA. You guys will actually face each other again, indeed. in LTA K, which will have the winner of F, which we pretty much know since Mystic forfeited. I didn't officialize it, but like, is there? She will be Bizarre, and there's also gonna be Benji, who dropped down from the quarterfinal. Um, so that's what's gonna be that LTA. Yeah, Kudo gets started again, but now there's two, but now there's Benji and Bizarre there, so that's gonna be something.
Yeah.
And yeah, is anyone gonna keep streaming? Because I could raid them.
No, I'm about to end.
Yeah, I'm gonna end as well.
Same.
All right. Okay, I think everybody's ending stream. Cool. Time to raid random person.
Hey, Benji's live right now.
Benji is like, what about Benji was playing like a ROM hack, right? Yeah, because I saw that.
Mm.
It's great. Since now Benji knows their opponent, I might as well raid them. Okay. Nope, not raid browser. Why did I do that? Yeah, thanks to everybody who tuned in for watching. Thanks to the players, to the eliminated players. I hope you had fun. You know, thanks for participating, and for the players that went through. You know, we'll see you again. Also, hope you had fun, and yeah, GG's,
GG. Thanks
and
for coming on the
GG's.
event.
Cheers.
yeah, GG, and see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye bye.